Good morning. I think I'm live, but as usual, there's a red circle of doom there, so I have no idea. Apologise for my voice. I know I sound a little bit weird today. This is my getting ready for Halloween voice. But actually, I was talking a lot all day Saturday and all day Sunday, and I had a few late nights working. And I think that I was burning the candle a little bit at both ends, so to speak. Yesterday I had to take a rest. My body said go to bed, so I went to bed very, very, very early last night, and I feel much better today. But just my throat was sore from talking a lot. And it was funny because whilst my husband was away, I had very few adult interactions in my life. So when I saw someone that I knew, I'd said, just don't let me talk too much because I'm not talking to many adults at the moment. And now I was out talking to adults and enjoying myself doing that, and then found I lost my voice. So probably I overstretched things somewhat. So it's funny at the same time. So today it's coming up to the end of August. I can't believe it's going to be August on Sunday. And in August, part of the 12 steps to an unbreakable mind, body, and spirit, step 8 is to explore what adventure you would like to achieve in your life. So for me, I write in my book about my adventure was to become a writer and to publish a book. So to celebrate that and also to continue with that adventure in my life, my third book will be finalized in August, and I hope to promote that at a book fair at the end of August. So it's really exciting to think that my adventure has continued. I embedded that as a healthy habit in step 8 of my book when I started the process of the 12 steps to unbreakable mind, body, and spirit. And like we've talked about before, with the habit stacking of the good habits, journaling, filing, mindfulness, meditation, gratitude, appreciation, joy, jogging, and then adventures. So all of those habits have continued with me. So I'm looking forward to releasing my third book during step 8, which is a huge part of my adventure still, and one reason that allows me to feel good in my life. And so today I wanted to touch a little bit on types of self-care. We've seen various formats of self-care tables before on the internet, but I really, really, really like this one because it shows different buckets of self-care: physical, emotional, social, spiritual, personal, space, financial, and work. And on any given day, week, month, or time of your life, stage of your life, you're probably going to need to dip into some of these buckets a little bit more. So for instance, financial has been a one for me lately, which has been quite pertinent, and I was determined to go into this new financial year with some good systems in place because the end of financial year feels overwhelming sometimes, and also to make life simpler and easier for myself. So I invested in a little bit of software, which is helping me manage and track everything from my bank accounts to my invoicing to my receipts, and I'm now implementing that system. So this whole aspect around financial self-care feels a little bit better because I now have some stuff in place. In terms of space, so I work from home, so it's important to me that the house feels clean so I can feel productive. So as soon as I get home from taking the kids to school, I do a quick whiz around and tidy up stuff so that I don't feel like there's mess and I feel overwhelmed. And when I come into my office, I tidy stuff up. So then when I sit down, I'm going into my working day with clean space around me. And that's a challenge when you work from home, because when you work from home, you always see the stuff that needs to get done, the laundry, the dishes, the dinner, so on and so forth. So it's really about knowing how to manage your work obligations around your home obligations and to not let either of them become overwhelming when you're using your workspace as also your family and home space. And the other things that I like to kind of explain to people a little bit is around the emotional side of self-care, because stress management is something that comes into play a lot at different phases of our life. So, and we don't talk enough at every level of education or healthcare about stress management techniques for children, teenagers, adults, mums, dads, busy professionals, and so on and so forth. I'd like to see stress management to become a mandatory program for everybody, to be honest. So that would help us then develop more coping skills. We talk about resilience, but we don't talk about necessarily embedding principles of stress management and how journaling, therapy, and compassion can help us. So, we tend to focus a little bit on exercise and nutrition. We do talk about boundaries a little bit, but not often how we need boundaries in our personal life, but as well as in our working life. And also, we don't talk so much about positive social media. And often we know, we see from the news all the negativity all the time on social media and on the general media. And sometimes it's important to create a bit of a bubble around ourselves and to filter out the bitterness, the angriness, the blame game, everything that's going on in the world, and just keep our bubble positive. Because if we are interacting too much with negative energy and rumor and fueled by hatred and fear, then all we do is invite that into ourselves, and that affects us on a physiological level. So that's really, really important. So I just wanted to share that types of self-care table. I will post it in the notes at the end of the live. You can copy it, stick it on your fridge, download it, and just ask yourself on any given week, how am I dealing with tapping into these buckets of self-care? Where do I need to give a little bit more energy or focus at this point in my life that's going to help me feel better, to have that wellness mindset, and to be fostering well-being as best as possible as I can on any given day. So that was something simple and short to share with you today. I'm not going to talk too long, save my voice. I hope you're well where you are. I certainly know that there are a lot of people in Australia still struggling with uncertainty and fear and frustration. I get it. I feel it. I feel upset for those people. And I just want to say that it's a very good time to focus on self-care in all areas, and to really just do the best that you can, and forgive yourself for any mistakes that you're making, because when you know better, you do better. So just forgive yourself if you haven't been fostering the best aspect of yourself at this point in time, but you can continue to try and to grow and evolve with the process. So sending you lots of love and good wishes, and see you again real soon. Take care. Bye.